Ma ben ritrovati cari glitch, come state? Spero tutto bene, io ho i capelli che manco Raiden oggi, però eccoci, ci siamo pronti, siamo caldi, siamo carichi. Oggi si inizia Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Buonasera, buonasera. Vedo con dispiacere già che cominciamo bene. Facciamolo meglio. Lo rifaccio per te. Non posso rifarlo per te. Maledizione. Ecco il Metal Gear Robbie Sons of Sicily. Esatto, esatto. Io sono molto arrabbiato con le ricompense canale che ho collaudato prima di iniziare. Perché Zarkon ha riscattato Buonasera col buon Jerry che volava, ma non si è fatto. Io mi metto le mani nei capelli. Faccio una prova un attimo. Ok, bravo, mi sto autodicendo che sono stupido. Bene, qui nessuno è stupido. Iniziamo. Iniziamo. Sostituirò con una GIF, caro. Intanto ne approfitto per ringraziare il nuovo follower che tra le altre cose è l'autore delle nuove emote e ricompense, più che ricompense, stemmi abbonato, ovvero Maraichux. Maraichux è un disegnatore che ha anche un canale Twitch, quindi ne approfitto anche se non credo sia qui per fargli un SO perché mi va di supportare i collaboratori, gli artisti, le persone che mi danno una mano. E tra le altre cose, sì, le emote le ho fatte proprio per i follower, non me ne frega niente degli abbonamenti, ragazzi, specie dopo quello che è successo qui nella piattaforma Viola. Sentitevi liberi di utilizzarle, basta mettere un cuoricino, seguirmi e potete usarle dove volete. Per il resto, di cosa parliamo oggi? Ovviamente stiamo per andare in live su Metal Gear Solid 2, un capitolo particolarmente combattuto questo, per il semplice fatto che, come per Eternal, come per Eternal Darkness nel 2001 è avvenuto un fattaccio che conosciamo tutti, e sostanzialmente a causa di questo episodio della storia dell'uomo, Kojima ha dovuto fare dietrofront insieme al suo team di 70 persone perché a seguito dei vari incassi che ha avuto Metal Gear Solid 1, Kojima ha avuto un'intera divisione. Ola, ola, ciao Warlock, carissima. Mi sono perso qualcosa. Cosa è successo? Niente, che è successo? È successo che non funzionava la ricompensa, allora la riscatto per
E
Zarkon.
allora, signori, buonasera!
Eccoci. Niente, era successo questo. E niente, sostanzialmente stiamo parlando un po', introducendo quello che è accaduto. Ah, la questione abbonamenti, niente, che hanno ridotto ulteriormente di tot centesimi l'abbonamento, praticamente il Prime costa 1,65 euro, una cosa del genere adesso. Ti arriva a 1,65 e poi devi fare il 50 e 50 con Twitch, però sono cose che riguardano i big fondamentalmente. Per quanto riguarda un attimo il contesto, per introdurre Metal Gear Solid e poi iniziamo subito. Sostanzialmente Kojima ha avuto la risonanza ben sperata con il primo capitolo in 3D e per questo secondo capitolo non solo Konami gli ha dato un intero team, ma si sono messi a fare tutta una serie di ricerche molto mirate, molto specifiche per cercare di rendere l'esperienza quanto più realistica possibile e quanto più vicina alla realtà, utilizzando la console a 128 bit di PlayStation 2, appunto. Il gioco doveva uscire su PlayStation 2 e tra le altre cose si passa dai 644 poligoni di Snake ai quasi 4000, per renderci un attimo conto del cambiamento radicale che avrà questa serie. La cosa più particolareggiata è il fatto che per molto tempo si credeva che il protagonista sarebbe stato Snake e invece no. E invece no, qua il protagonista è un altro. Ebbene sì, tra le altre cose è stato fatto tutto questo per accontentare, in un certo senso dare un'ampia visione, ecco, dell'opera anche al gentil sesso. perché Kojima ha ben pensato, per attrarre il pubblico femminile, di inserire un personaggio bello, giovane, perché Snake non aveva quell'appeal di Raiden, personaggio che ho solamente detto così di nome, però lo vedremo adesso tra pochissimo. Quindi, bando alle ciance, direi che possiamo cominciare. Tra le altre cose, stiamo giocando la Master Collection, che tra le altre cose riprende l'HD Collection che era uscita tempo fa, quindi nulla di nuovo, grande Konami. E niente, qui come potete vedere ci sono selezioni gioco, masterbook, cazzi, mazzi, a noi ci interessa solamente giocare, quindi non vedremo la Master Collection relativa agli artwork e quant'altro, poi se ci abbiamo voglia post game potremmo pure analizzarli un attimo, però non è questa la sede al momento. Intanto, come state? Spero tutto bene, spero che non ci siano problemi di sorta. È la prima volta che stiamo facendo appunto questa diretta con questo programma, sperando che vada tutto bene. Ci siamo. Ovviamente fatemi sapere tramite un feedback se dovessero esserci problemi di sorta. Godiamoci questa intro, ragazzi. Blue Point. Pam pam. Questa volta non c'è il doppiaggio in italiano, alla facciazza vostra. La Blue Point li sa fare i remake. E anche le remastered. Parapararararana. Tra l'altro Fukushima è secondo direttore esecutivo del gioco, molto importante per lo sviluppo. Mamma mia, mamma mia. Metal Gear Ray. Mio padre. Mamma mia, sto coprendo il 2. Però... Eh sì, ragazzi, un intro incredibile, fenomenale. Come vi dicevo, Fukushima è stato un altro direttore artistico che insieme a Kojima ha elaborato il gioco e non solo. Ed è stato anche colui che ha introdotto il concetto dei quadernetti delle idee al team che stava lavorando a Metal Gear Solid 2, e in questi quadernetti delle idee vennero fuori delle figate che vedremo in gioco, ovviamente. Allora, poi possiamo scegliere se giocare tanker, se giocare plant, tanker plant ovviamente, tutte e due, grado di difficoltà normale. E il radar di Sons of Liberty non appare durante la visuale in cursore. Il radar Sons of Liberty appare anche durante la visuale in cursore. E boh, mettiamolo anche quando compare la visuale in cursore, perché no? Questa è una storia di fantasia, qualunque somiglianza con personaggi, gruppi o altre entità reali è puramente casuale. Questa volta il doppiaggio in
The
italiano
Hudson River, 2 years ago.
lo lasciamo a casa un attimo.
We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport.
Ah, David
The whole
Hater.
thing stank, but our noses have been out in the cold too long.
George Washington Bridge. Siamo negli Stati Uniti d'America. PlayStation 2, signori. Mimetica ottica. Che i dettagli della pioggia, veramente. Stupendo, stupendo. So Toyota e io sono Mitsubishi. Piacere.
Our boy, he's right on schedule.
Ah, guardate un po' chi c'è.
He'll know soon enough.
Occhi all'onda. Ah, la macchina. Hideo Kojima. Eccoci.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and
Eccoli.
clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at
You
the
waiting,
scene
huh?
point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I
sì.
can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mei Ling's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? But give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
Beh,
The
sì.
mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They
Snake.
don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Sì.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Decisamente russo.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Finalmente Snake
Looks like the
ha gli
tanker's
occhi.
theirs now. Ka-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the Ka-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Bene ragazzi, abbiamo il controllo e come avete avuto modo di vedere questa volta sono cambiate tante cose, c'è stata un'evoluzione incredibile del gioco, ma tralasciando i tecnicismi la nave è sotto attacco e a quanto pare non siamo gli unici a voler sapere di più in merito a Metal Gear. Lo stesso Snake adesso lavora per una compagnia riconosciuta dalle Nazioni Unite in merito all'antiterrorismo, se vogliamo, all'anti-Metal Gear. Tra l'altro è possibile fare tante belle cose adesso e dobbiamo stare attenti a non farci sgamare, non sarà semplice. Allora, devo ricordarmi le cose.
Freeze.
Ok. Freeze. Mi pare che è possibile, esatto, è possibile occultare i cadaveri, ragazzi, più che i cadaveri in questo caso i dormienti. Mi chiamano nel mentre che sto
Snake,
trasportando.
go through that door into the ship's interior. Push the action button down in front of the door and wait until the door opens before letting go. If you need to open the door faster, hit the action button repeatedly while you turn the handle. Make sure you keep doing it until the door's open.
Va bene. Infiltriamoci. Ok, tra le altre cose le particelle dell'acqua. Giustamente siamo stati sotto la tempesta più totale, quindi ci sta. Allora, come vi dicevo, finalmente Snake ha un volto adesso un po' più definito rispetto alla versione dello scorso gioco, ma è normale, fa parte dell'evoluzione. Questo sequel è la prova lampante che non solo Kojima ci ha messo passione e amore insieme al suo team, ma ha veramente rinnovato la formula, inserendo tutta una serie di dettagli, ragazzi, incredibili. Tipo la possibilità di occultare i corpi. E Questa è soltanto la minima cosa, ragazzi. Hanno persino fatto il team che lavorava a Metal Gear Solid 2 ha fatto tutta una serie di visite e più che visite interi sopralluoghi nei campi di addestramento delle forze speciali. Hanno fatto vedere proprio le forze speciali come si allenavano per cercare di rendere l'esperienza quanto più realistica possibile. Un lavoro, una cura per i dettagli dietro che è veramente incredibile. Qua stiamo per citare la famosa scena meme di Marco Merrino, che immagino che molti di voi conosceranno. Cioè, guardate qua. Ora vi faccio vedere meglio. Comunque il passaggio dalla grafica del comparto tecnico da PS1 a PS2, Xbox, GameCube è pazzesco, sì. Cioè raga, siamo in un bar. A parte questo, ma io sparo il bicchiere col ghiaccio e il bicchiere col ghiaccio si rompe. Io sparo le bottiglie e si rompono. Niente, questo è realismo. Questo è realismo, altro che. Tra l'altro con la visuale in soggettiva si sbloccano tutta una serie di chicche che con questa visuale si apprezzano di meno. Queste sono le razioni. E ci troviamo in una sorta di sala d'aspetto. Stupendo. Allora, credo che dobbiamo andare di qua. Tra le altre cose, Metal Gear Solid 2, come vi avevo raccontato, è il Metal Gear Solid che ho giocato di meno e che conosco di meno, e nonostante la maggior parte delle scene mi sono rimaste fortemente impresse. Per il semplice fatto che Metal Gear Solid 2 l'ho giocato soltanto una volta e tra le altre cose l'ho giocato che avevo la mononucleosi. Quindi ero costretto a stare a letto e ho questo ricordo nitido delle mie sessioni passate a giocare Metal Gear Solid 2 con la febbre e tutto quanto. Meno male che c'era questo almeno. Ok. Tra le altre cose qui è possibile nascondersi negli armadietti e questa idea è stata data al team quando il buon Fukushima, l'altro direttore creativo, aveva distribuito i quadernetti delle idee al team. Tra le altre cose qua c'è un mini easter egg di una signorina un po'... Non c'entra nulla, ma parlando di grafica mi ricordo perché per esempio in Freedom Fighters PlayStation 2 se sparavi alle lampadine si rompevano e spariva la luce ambientale. Pensa che effetti grafici hanno introdotto all'epoca. Sì, diciamo che ci siamo evoluti, ma manca quella sperimentazione lì ed è un gran peccato, un enorme gigantesco peccato che non c'è più quella sperimentazione lì. Salvo rare eccezioni, ovviamente, salvo rari casi come il recente Baldur's Gate 3 o il futuro Death Stranding 2, perché sono dell'idea che Death Stranding 2 ci darà tanto. E come vi avevo preannunciato, è possibile nascondere i corpi nell'armadietto. Buonanotte. Ok. Fatemi testare un po' il salvataggio.
You wanna save, Snake?
Sì, fammi salvare Otacon che... Ok.
Snake, you of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway, it means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations. How was that? Just like the old days, huh?
Almost reminds me of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
Fa le veci di Mei Ling, sì, lo ha detto
Time to
all'inizio.
say. Oh, you're not.
Scusate. Beh, quella fu una delle genne più sperimentali della storia videoludica. Sono nati tanti generi e sottogeneri che poi con la Gen PS3 360 si sono sviluppati, sì, verissimo. Allora, qua si sono svegliati, belli incazzosi. Granate stordenti. Ok, credo che adesso siamo nella zona giusta, sì? Sì. Guardate, guardate l'ombra. Non vi ricorda qualcuno? Qualcuno della Fox Sound, magari?
Raven.
Raven. No, era solo la sua action figure. Cioè, questa cosa è geniale, è geniale. Che trollata, mamma mia. Io immagino le persone che l'hanno veramente giocato al day one e si sono visti sta cosa. Eh sì, qua ci stava anche il jumpscarino. Ma è possibile raccoglierla? No.
Freeze.
No!
Cioè è possibile trasportare pure il cadavere del soldato. Perfetto. Tra le altre cose una delle cose che mi piaceva fare tantissimo era fare le capriole sulle scale. Che cadeva così, c'era questa animazione molto buffa. Ok. C'è un paio di nemici.
Freeze.
Freeze. Tra le altre cose è possibile anche intimidirli per diversi secondi e alcuni di loro rilasceranno degli oggetti. Vediamo se ci riusciamo col prossimo. Non mi ricordo come si faceva, però si poteva fare.
Freeze.
Boh. Non ricordo in questo momento il tasto. Ragazzi, fatemi sapere se il volume del gioco è troppo alto rispetto alla mia voce, che in caso lo regoliamo.
Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return to position following patrol of the small room on the port side.
Ok. Non è riuscito a chiamare rinforzi. Get USB first. Dobbiamo ottenere l'USB. Per un pelo, sì. Ok, sì. Ricordo questa
Snake,
parte.
wait! Don't move!
I see it. Some kind of device on both sides of the hall. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
Citazioni.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But your M9's knockout rounds won't work. Find a gun somewhere.
Ok, dobbiamo trovare una pistola.
Freeze.
Ho rischiato qui, Dove si trovava la pistola? Qua sotto? No. Allora. Dove potrebbe essere?
Snake, go to the bridge first and find out where this ship is headed. The bridge is on the top level. Go up.
Ok, scusate. Ma così usciamo. Forse è questo quello che dobbiamo fare. Sì. Telecamera. Abbiamo recuperato le granate ciaff. Qua è un po' pieno di persone. Un sacco di zucche ci stanno qua. Ok. Qua ci sono gli stessi sensori di prima. E quindi ci tocca fare così.
What's that?
Ho sbagliato tutto nella vita.
I got it. Sample your business.
Genio. Genio assoluto. Cioè rimango persino io meravigliato di un gioco che ho già giocato. L'intelligenza artificiale qua questa volta è incredibile. C'è il nemico dietro la porta, ragazzi. Ora non più. Ci sono più zucche qui che in tutta Ferrara. Ok. Continuiamo a salire. Poveracci questi.
So it is the Saghe. Russian choppers.
Did you find out where that ship is headed?
No, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
Mi sta arrivando. In tutto questo noi dobbiamo trovare la pistola, ragazzi.
Control room, communications, and engine room are under control. All entry and exit
Una voce
points to the tanker
femminile.
hold secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot.
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild?
È pure incinta, tra l'altro.
Out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads. Wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans. So you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean.
Alla Neo di Matrix proprio.
And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
Ok.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We've shared everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Guardate i dettagli, raga. Sta camminando pure lentamente perché gli effetti del sonnifero stanno facendo effetto. A posto. Oh oh.
Cipher. Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich, one of Ocelot's
Ve lo
allies.
ricordate, no?
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was E.E.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her E.E.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Vabbè, chiaramente l'M9 noi la utilizzeremo soltanto per le trappole, ragazzi. Allora. Lei è Olga Gurlugovich, la figlia di Sergei Gurlugovich, colui con cui Ocelot ha avuto modo di parlare nella scena post credits di Metal Gear Solid 1. No, dobbiamo tornare indietro sostanzialmente. farei un bel salvataggino tattico, che non guasta mai.
Oh, you need to save? Just a second.
Hai ragione, mi sono confuso. Mi sono confuso con la scena di quando Liquid e Ocelot parlavano di
Okay,
Kurlugovic.
there's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding, and so did a bird that got high on something, probably fermented fruit.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
Otacon è abbastanza negato a fare questa cosa, solo Mei Ling può. Allora, qui in teoria abbiamo modo di intercettare questo esplosivo al plastico. Il problema è che faremmo troppo bordello. Quindi facciamo lo stealth.
Who's there?
Ok. Sì, è vero, nella post credits parlava con un certo Solidus, che ancora noi non abbiamo idea di chi sia. Com'è possibile? Infatti. Allora, siamo vicini alla zona. Fermati. Non si ferma. Va bene.
Freeze.
Pieno di mosche. Come si faceva a farlo ballare? Non me ne ricordo più questa cosa. Ok, siamo arrivati dove volevo arrivare. Allora. Abbiamo USP bullets. La pistola è lì. Bene. Dobbiamo distruggere questo. Come potete vedere, l'esplosivo lampeggia ancora.
Oh, Snake.
Forse non l'abbiamo proprio distrutto tutto. Odagon, non parlare di proverbi che non ti competono. Ho fatto bene a salvarmi.
Stop kidding around. Snake?
Me lo sentivo. Me lo sentivo. Ah, ce ne dovrebbe essere uno qua. Ah, eccolo. Questo. E questo. E poi c'è il terzo, che è quello là dietro. A posto. Eh sì. Questo sistema di disinnesco lo incontreremo spessissimo.
Arizona Bridge checkpoint passed. All non-essential personnel report to the holds in 10 minutes time for the scheduled briefing session with the Commandant. You are ordered to continue manning your posts until that time.
Sigillato. Sta avvenendo un nemico. Sta ascoltando la musica lui. Per fargli droppare gli oggetti mi sa che dopo averli frizzati devi andargli di fronte. Ah, è vero, è vero, è vero. Ora proviamo. Ora proviamo. Maledizione. Fuggiamo. Allora. No, mi sa che non si apre questa, però ci proviamo lo stesso. È un percorso abbastanza corridoioso. E sono 3.
Colonel, we have sealed the stern hatch. The lift is also under our control. Sir, the Marine Commander has started his speech already. All communications to the halls have been severed. No one is aware of our presence.
Let no one down into the halls until we are out.
Yes, sir. We will secure your exit with our lives if necessary.
There is one more thing.
Yes, sir.
My daughter, keep her safe.
Yes, sir.
Cioè, la regia di queste scene è allucinante.
Who goes there?
Mi hanno scoperto. E qua c'è la prima vera scena action del gioco. Molto alla buona. E dietro c'era un soldato, eh?
Who goes there? Oh, Shalashaska.
Revolver.
Why are you
Ocelot.
here? We thought you were with the Colonel. What the? The Colonel will be joining you soon, comrade.
Che stile. Ok. Siamo chiusi dentro.
Snake, are you in yet? Have you made it to the holds?
It's taking longer than I expected. We've already passed the Verrazano Bridge.
All right, we'll use another recovery point.
They may be planning to change course.
What?
The exits to the deck are all sealed.
What are they planning?
If they get Metal Gear, we're going right off the fringe.
You're all familiar with the Shadow Moses.
The men down here are definitely Marines.
The current state of nuclear.
If the deck is sealed off, they have no way of knowing that the ship's been taken over.
I'm not interested in fighting these guys. The weapons won't do me much good here.
Can you see Metal Gear?
No, I'll have to go around to the bow. They have some serious defenses here. I doubt the recent arrivals want to blast their way through the Marines either.
Wonder where they're headed.
I don't know. Not the beach, that's for sure.
Okay, Snake, let's go over this one more time. Use this camera to get photographic evidence of the Metal Gear prototype. Now do your thing and take pictures that speak louder than the government's plausible denials. We need 4 shots. Metal Gear from the front right, and front left, and a close-up of the Marine Corps marking.
Marking?
There should be a Marine's insignia on the body of Metal Gear. Just let someone try explaining away a clear shot of that.
All right.
There's actually one little thing.
Just spit it out. I'm used to things going wrong.
It looks like someone's monitoring our transmission.
Who?
I don't have a clue. All they're doing is watching. It would creep me out less if they tried to interfere with our communications.
Could it have something to do with that cipher we saw?
Maybe.
I don't think so.
I've switched the encryption protocol for our burst transmission for now. What I want to do is use a different method for sending these photos, just in case.
Instead of using the codec?
Exactly. There's a workstation in the southeast corner of the block where Metal Gear is housed.
You gotta be
I've
joking.
made arrangements so that you can send the pictures from the machine.
Arrangements?
I hitched a ride on Link 16 into US military's proprietary network. Managed to get into that workstation and overwrote a part of the system software so I could remote install a little app I wrote.
Why bother with anything that complicated?
No, it's pretty simple, really. Look, all you have to do is stand in front of the machine and push the action button. The app will automatically launch and download the image data from the camera. Split the files and encrypt them individually. The data packets can then masquerade as...
Okay. So all I have to do is push the action button in front of the computer once I have the pictures, right?
Well, sure, if you put it that way. And one more thing. The Commandant's already begun his speech, but you need to get the pictures before he's done talking. Otherwise, they'll spot you, okay?
How much time do I have?
I hacked into his personal files and took a look at the text of that speech. I'd say you have 7 more minutes. Longer if he throws in a joke or two.
A 7-minute time limit, huh?
Remember, Snake, just the photos, okay?
Not
With
in a
these
million
kinds of
years.
odds, I won't be making any sudden moves. But that doesn't mean we can just let Metal Gear be hijacked.
Okay, but first the photos.
All right, we'll deal with the rest when we get there.
Stay low.
In pratica, ragazzi, ho scoperto che tramite il tasto R2 è possibile parlare, cioè è possibile interagire in base a quello che dice Otacon sui pensieri di Snake in quel momento. Bellissimo, questa cosa non la sapevo nemmeno io.
On the globe knows the specifications for Metal Gear. Worse yet, so do a number of rogue states.
Mi farò sgamare sicuro.
Their own Metal Gear force to compete with the US's nuclear strike capability. The world is about to see a swarm
Mi farò
of these
sgamare
Metal Gear
sicuro.
derivatives. We initiated development of Metal Gear Ray as a countermeasure to these pirated weapons forces. The only thing that can stand up to a Metal Gear is, of course, another Metal Gear. With Ray, the hundreds, if not thousands, of Metal Gears that exist all over the world are no longer a threat. The blind rush to nuclear proliferation will be contained, and it will be the Marine Corps and our Ray that will accomplish this. This weapon will render all other Metal Gears obsolete. Nations building up their own Metal Gear force will think twice about their nuclear strategy in the light of the military dominance spelled out by Ray. The shift in the balance of power will mean a new
Sì, sostanzialmente diceva a se stesso che non aveva senso di quello che stava dicendo Otacon in merito alla cosa di premere triangolo. Allora, dov'è la fotocamera qui? Dobbiamo cambiare stanza, non è qui. Dobbiamo anche sbrigarci.
The opposition from the Navy is an undeniable fact. There is a lot of pressure from Navy brass, especially those with submarine and air background. Not to mention interference from a major player. But this project is vital to the Marine Corps. The enemy is sometimes closer to home than you think, gentlemen. Always bear that in mind. Ours is not the only military project devoted to Metal Gear development, but it cannot be more different in nature from the Navy's. Theirs is a program that will add fuel to the uncontrolled fire of nuclear proliferation.
Ok.
It's a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own... It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own Ray project. But I promise you that they will not succeed. I have a daughter. It is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war. As a father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my
doppio monitor così senza senso.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater, move in undetected and make its landing on any shoreline. You must be tense. Let's do a little stretching, shall we? Right. Up. Right. Getting back to the topic at hand. Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy.
No, non ho
Takes
idea.
them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon. It is yours to guard.
So solo che adesso non ci possiamo
Think about
muovere.
what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before.
Dobbiamo aspettare che si girino.
We have intelligence that there are anti-Metal Gear terrorists planning to target the ship. Intruder to the right! Intruder in the back!
Sono pazzi?
Intruder to the right! Intruder to the left! Should that actually happen, I expect you to be prepared. We cannot and will not give up Ray. Stay on your guard at all times.
È finita male.
Snake, respond! Snake! Snake!
Intruder to the right.
It is a fact that players in favor of such a policy are attempting to derail our own raid project. But I promise you that they will not succeed.
No, si devono girare. Che
This
palle.
turned out to be longer than expected. At ease, just a little.
Rilassatevi un po' e cominciano a guardarsi intorno. Snake qua ha la faccia sdegnata. Abbastanza.
I have a daughter. And it is my greatest wish never to have her or her children experience the horror of nuclear war.
Dai, giratevi,
As a
maledetti.
father, I want to leave a better world for the future generation. As a soldier, I know that is my duty.
Ora.
Metal Gear Ray is amphibious. Unlike the Army's Rex, it can cruise deep underwater.
Sì, parla,
Move in
parla,
undetected
parla.
and make
Sì,
its
sì.
landing on any shoreline.
Dove vado mo? Forse ho capito.
Its onboard Joint Tactical Information Distribution System identifies targets with unerring accuracy and takes them out with massive firepower. It is the ultimate weapon, and it is yours to guard. I'd like you all to think about what that means. This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray.
Non resta molto
All
tempo.
familiar with the Shadow Moses incident during the Sears administration. The current state of nuclear proliferation is a direct result of that event.
Eccolo qua. No.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
This new model of Metal Gear is codenamed Ray, after the great Manta Ray. Our Ray has a sting that nature never gave the Manta. With this latest Metal Gear, we can rule the sea and land as we never have before. George Sears surrendered his presidency in the aftermath of Shadow Moses. The official reason given did not, of course, include the development of Metal Gear Rex and next-generation nuclear warheads. But even you will have heard rumors that he was forced to resign after the failed cover-up cost him his influence in the political community.
La prima foto ce l'abbiamo. La scritta Marines. Ce l'abbiamo. Dobbiamo fare il giro largo.
Preparatory measure taken against the future possibility of reduced nuclear defense capability. NMD technology leaked to other nations would make that contingency likely. But if this theory is correct, it means that there was a calculated intent to cash in on this opportunity by specific interests within the military-industrial complex. We are here today to flush out and rid our country of these corrupting forces. That is our mission. You will bear that in mind. You must be tense.
Good.
Dovremmo fargli la frontale. Il problema è che ci sono i soldati. Stretch.
Getting back to the topic at hand. The proliferation and development of Metal Gear technology are about to render agreements like the NPT and START obsolete. There are also forces at work trying to exploit this disturbing trend to further their own power and influence. The human race is about to slide back into the endless arms race of that last century.
Ok, dovremmo averle tutte e quattro adesso. Ma dobbiamo collegarci al
We cannot
computer
afford
idiota
to
con...
play that Russian roulette again. The Metal Gear Ray you see is here to prevent that possibility. The brain drain of nuclear specialists in the black market trade of weapons grade plutonium.
Non mi ricordo dove devo andare adesso.
Once
Why are you turning around? Metal Gear is in the farthest hold, I told you. The Commandant is almost done with his speech. We're just about out of time. Hurry!
Questo lo so, Otacon.
lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine.
Il problema è che te le devo inviare al computer.
Once lived in the shadow of the Doomsday Machine. This Metal Gear Ray can bring other Metal Gears under control and ensure that we never know that fear again. We, the Marines, will be the guardians.
Un gioco incredibile. Carissimo, come stai?
This Metal Gear Ray is a prototype.
Era sulla destra, me lo ricordo pure io, però non... Forse al piano di sopra.
Ray will be unmanned, driven by tele-existence and an autonomous control system. The importance of next-generation technology such as C4ISR and RMA in battle situations has been discussed time and again, but Ray is the first to deploy it so fully. With Ray's completion, the Marine Corps will lead the way for a new age of military tactics.
Bellissima questa scena. MGX, MSX, Metal Gear X. Le tipiche installazioni di una volta, no? Sì, non ti ricordo la password. Io già rido. Dai, dimmi che vanno bene le foto.
So, any codec moments from you, Snake? The first image is... It needs to be a little more clear. What we need is top-notch quality here.
Ma non abbiamo tempo.
And the next one is... This is great. The Marines lettering shows up really well. The next image is... You already took a good one of the side lettering. What's next?
Non già abbiamo tempo.
You're a pretty good photographer. We can definitely use this left shot.
Ok, questa era la foto di sinistra.
Next up is... We don't need another one from the left.
Cazzo.
So, what's the...
Pensavo che c'entrasse Kurlukovic in questa faccenda. La foto da sinistra e quella della scritta sono perfette, però ci servono quella davanti e destra. Il comandante ha quasi finito di parlare, il nostro tempo sta per scadere. Non ce la farò mai. Non ce la farò mai. Allora, abbiamo 40 secondi, ragazzi.
The National Missile Defense Program was initiated
Non ce la farò mai.
in the end of the 20th century. Projected to completion
Vabbè, quella di destra forse ce l'abbiamo.
in 2005. However, the NMD trial
Quella frontale è il problema.
conducted in the year 2000 was a complete failure. And the success of the 1999 trial
Vediamo se va bene. Non lo so, Vediamo.
Looks like I have your photos now. Let's take a look. The first image is... Okay, that's good. The shot from the right is in the bag.
Come da destra.
The next one's... Huh.
Vabbè, questa è ok. Siamo già a posto per la foto da destra, non ce ne serviva un'altra. E come cazzo faccio a fare quella di fronte? Abbiamo 20 secondi per fare una foto di fronte.
we, the Marines, will lead the charge into a new world order with Metal Gear Ray. That is all. Dismissed.
Abbiamo perso. Abbiamo perso. O forse no.
Excellent speech, my friend.
Who the?
Gift of the silver tongue. They say it's the mark of a good officer. And of a liar. Americans are too in love with the sound of their own voice to speak the truth.
Identify yourself.
I am Shalashaska, also called Revolver Ocelot.
Bellissimo.
What do you want?
This machine will be quite useful.
What are you planning to do? Steal this thing?
Steal? No, I'm taking it back.
Il migliore.
Nobody move. Understood?
Erano molti di più comunque i soldati, sono nell'altra stanza, cioè non è...
This ship now carries enough Simtex on its key structural points to blow it out of the water at the touch of this button. That's right. No one has to die needlessly. We're almost at the target. Get a move on.
What do you intend to do with Gray? Sell it on the streets?
I was raised in Snezinsk, formerly known as Chelyabinsk 70, the nuclear research outpost.
What are you talking about?
After the Cold War ended, my home was bought out by the Americans.
Is there a point to this sad story?
Now you would understand. Land, friends, dignity, all sold to the highest bidder, the United States of America. Even the technology that gave birth to these weapons is Russian, developed by us.
What do you intend to do?
Russia will rise again. And Ray is the key.
I regret to inform you that I have no intention of selling Metal Gear. As I said, I came to take it back. Yes, returned to the Patriots.
The Lale Lule Lo? How's that possible?
Ocelot, have you sold us out?
I was never in your employ, Kurlukovich.
Are you still in league with Solidas?
No hard feelings, Colonel. Mother Russia can rot for all I care.
Since when, Ocelot? When did you turn?
I'm glad you noticed, comrade. I abandoned her during the Cold War.
Ah!
Metal Gear only has room for one! Kurlukovich, you and your daughter will die here.
Damn you!
Che scena.
Saghe, looks like you were long overdue for retirement.
Traitorous dog!
Show's over. If you wish to live, I suggest you run now. This ship is still in the lower New York harbor. You may yet make it to shore if you swim for your life.
Che mira, ragazzi.
Ocelot!
It's been a while, brother.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
Liquid?
Not so young anymore, eh, Snake? You're drowning in time. I know what it's like, brother.
Che plot twist.
No wonder Naomi passed you over for the Fox Die program.
Ouch!
Get out of my mind, Liquid! The price of physical prodigy. Few more years and you'll be another dead clone of the old man. Our raw materials are vintage, brother. Big Boss was in his late 50s when they created his copies. But I live on through this arm!
Liquid's on.
Liquid Ocelot. Ben detto, Samurai, ben detto.
You don't have what it takes after all!
Ora ne parliamo di questo.
You're going down, Snake, with this tanker!
Una beretta contro un Metal Gear. Non c'è proprio confronto. Un poco come se Yamcha cercasse di combattere Majin Buu.
Otacon, we have a problem.
Che disastro.
Snake!
Che disgrazia.
Snake!
Ebbene sì.
as planned, sir. Yes, at the location we discussed.
Una
Yes,
balena.
I have photographic evidence of Snake on the scene. The cipher was most useful. I look forward to tomorrow morning's news flash. I would say the Marine Corps' plans are on indefinite hold. Yes, of course, Mr. President.
Salvare? Certo. Allora ragazzi, poco fa Samurai ha detto e pensare che ci sono giochi moderni che non sono minimamente paragonabili a questo titolo, considerando pure la tecnologia e il budget. È vero, ed è uno dei motivi che mi spinge sempre più a riscoprire vecchi giochi invece di pensare alle ultime uscite, salvo rare eccezioni. Gli scienziati dovettero fare migliaia di calcoli per creare la bomba atomica e determinare i possibili effetti. I computer e le bombe atomiche, entrambi un prodotto della seconda guerra mondiale, sono cresciuti insieme. La nostra età non ho fatto in tempo a leggere. Devo imparare a leggere i foglietti illustrativi a quella velocità. E beh, sono passati 2 anni da tutto questo discorso.
It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEALs Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Ricordo un po' l'inizio del primo, no? 6 uomini della Big Shell questa volta.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the Big Shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the Big Shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan Harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history.
Un bel disastro ambientale.
You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Ricordo un po' l'inizio del primo.
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
Metal Greta Thunberg.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the big shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part.
Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the back button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the back button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the big shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit? Seems appropriate somehow.
Buonasera.
The hatch with a circular handle
fratellino.
will open into the elevator area. Locate the hatch first.
Copy that. Moving on to main mission
Copialo,
objectives.
vabbè. Capito, voleva dire. Ogni tanto c'è qualche parola che zoppica. Comunque sì, abbiamo ufficialmente iniziato Metal Gear Solid 2 e sì, per me tecnologia e budget sono due parametri molto relativi al momento storico. Quello che purtroppo si è perso in molti casi è la cura nella scrittura, che spesso risulta dozzinale. Diciamo che in questo caso specifico non è tanto la cura della scrittura quanto proprio la cura del gioco in sé, dell'amore che ci hanno messo. E come potete vedere qua ci sono un sacco di scarafaggi, di scolopendre strane, non si capisce perché. Allora, è chiaro che in questo momento noi non stiamo impersonando Snake, ed è stata anche una cosa abbastanza cocente che ha reso Metal Gear Solid 2 il capitolo più controverso della serie, ovvero sia il fatto che non impersoniamo Snake, bensì Raiden, quest'altro personaggio che è molto interessante. Onestamente a me piace Raiden come personaggio, anche come background che gli hanno voluto dare, quindi avremo modo di conoscerlo. Intanto infiltriamoci in questa base, togliamoci, vabbè, se lo toglierà al momento opportuno. Qua c'è una sorta di tutorial che richiama tantissimo quello che è il primo gioco, utilizzando l'ascensore appunto. Per brevità ho racchiuso molte cose nella parola scrittura. No, ma invece è anche il lato tecnico che manca, Pad, non è solo la scrittura, è proprio anche il lato tecnico. Però c'è anche da dire una cosa, è molto più difficile sviluppare giochi adesso in Unreal Engine 5 che un tempo.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy sentry. AN-94 and a Makarov. Those grenades, all his equipment, is Russian-made.
Must be a Gorlukovich man.
Gorlukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their stake in this one?
They must have made a deal, an arrangement with the terrorists. They become a band of mercenaries, an army without a country.
Ok. Tra l'altro, come possiamo vedere, Raiden è molto agile. Fa questo genere di cose. È super atletico. No, no, non è Raiden Snake. È Raiden.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every sentry in the area. They're all out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some skills.
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator. A node.
Did you say nerd?
Not nerd. Node.
Oh.
Use the node to gain access to the Big Shell's facilities network.
Then what?
Pull up the map of the structure. That'll let you activate the Soliton radar.
The Soliton radar? True. That radar came in useful during VR training.
A radar system uses biological magnetic fields as input. These estimated enemy positions are projected onto a map according to reference points collected via GPS signals and field personnel reports. We need to get to the map through the Big Shell's node to put this data processing to practical use. The node unit is about 3 feet high, should be colored blue. Each area has at least one.
How do I gain access?
Just push the action button in front of the node. The nanomachines in your body will take care of the security clearance and allow you access to the node. Complete the procedure before those sentries gain consciousness. If they spot you, you won't be able to gain access for a while. Stay on guard.
Got it.
Node. Bello che in inglese faceva assonanza con nerd. Ok. Andiamo. Grazie a questo possiamo scaricare le informazioni dell'area. Codename. Ah, ok. Va bene. Facciamo Digisnake. Ah, le impostazioni, non me la ricordavo proprio questa cosa. Caption, on view. Ok.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now?
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel. The bright dot in the middle is you, Raiden.
È chiaramente un tutorial
The
questa
red
parte.
dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you won't be able to use it. It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid. It's all made from currently existing technology. You won't be able to use it in an area with strong harmonic resonance, so be careful. The Big Shell's layout map should now be available after touching the start button.
How do I save the mission data?
I've set aside a proprietary frequency for saves, and an analyst to work on the data too.
Jack, is everything all right?
What are you doing here?
Jack, can you hear me?
Rose, you're not supposed to be involved. What's going on?
Jack, I'm a part of this mission.
Colonel, what the hell is going on?
Raiden, meet the mission analyst. She'll be overseeing the data saving and support.
Why her?
The Foxhound analyst that was supposed to take part in this mission was in an accident. Rosemary was brought in as a replacement.
An accident?
And according to the files, she knows you better than anybody else.
Rose may be in the service, but an intelligence analyst is no field officer.
Not to worry. She has our technical staff at her disposal.
She's never been a part of a field mission. This is insane.
I have my own reasons for selecting her for this mission, soldier.
Colonel, I fail to see...
I know your VR training performance in and out, but sometimes that's not enough. You're familiar with the Shadow Moses incident?
You know I covered it in VR.
If there's a crucial tactical detail that case taught us, it was the power of the operative's will to survive.
I was trained to fight. My personal feelings have no place in a mission.
We've learned that it doesn't work that way. And on the field, you need all the help you can get.
Jack, you're stuck with me whether you like it or not.
Rose.
You need someone to watch your back. But I have conditions that need to be met, Colonel.
What is it?
I'll perform my duties and save that mission data, but I'm aware that technically I'm not part of the mission control team. After all, I'm just a normal girl who's worried about Jack. But that means, Colonel, that I am not required to follow your orders outside of my immediate duties. Jack is not simply a field personnel for me to track. His safety comes first to me, not the mission. And because of that, I will be monitoring and keeping a record of every communication you have with him, Colonel.
Given the circumstances, you're free to do what you see fit.
Hey, I prefer this to being kept in the dark waiting.
I'd like to make a request, if I may.
Of course.
His handle is Raiden. For the duration of the mission, could you call him that?
Yes, sir. All right, Raiden. Let me know when you're ready to turn in a save. The proprietary save frequency is 140.96. I just switched frequencies. Jack?
What?
Do you know what day it is tomorrow?
Chiamato subito Jack.
Is there something special about it?
Isn't there?
I can't remember. I'm sorry.
Oh well. I'll keep trying till I hear the answer. I'm gonna let you go now, Jack. Take care.
Mamma mia, io ho bruttissimi ricordi in merito al personaggio di Rosemary. Nel senso che l'ho sempre reputato un personaggio abbastanza sgradevole da ascoltare, però
What's up, Jack?
magari mi ricrederò in merito a questo. Sì, dolce, premurosa, è chiaro che è un personaggio a cui che sta molto a cuore, cui sta molto a cuore l'incolumità di Jack, però.
Raiden, the enemy sentry is regaining consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
I'm under enemy fire! Secure the perimeter!
Tra le altre cose nel tutorial ti fanno vedere questa posizione. Mi sono esattamente messo nel punto indicato dal tutorial, dalla dimostrazione che abbiamo visto prima. E sembra star funzionando. Wait, Rob, è il substance... Il subsistence è quello dell'HD Collection, Abex. Dovrebbe essere incluso in teoria.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right. But he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Colonel, I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all. Stay extra sharp until you can find a node to log in from.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the President?
It seems he was spotted on strut B.
Strut B?
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Esatto.
Exactly. And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment. First, get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Ok ragazzi. Dobbiamo collegarci alla rete per comprendere meglio la nostra posizione. E mi ricordo tantissimo che era possibile scivolare per colpa delle cacche di gabbiano. Vediamo se è vero. Esatto. Per me sei ancora all'inizio, hai fatto un recap iniziale. Ho fatto il tank, il tanker. Ho fatto la parte con Solid Snake. Comunque no, diciamo che ce la siamo presa comoda. Allora, devo ricordare le cose. Ok, poi chiuso. Vediamo se qua è aperto.
Raiden, look at that wire fence. You may be able to crawl through it.
Ok.
Crouch down using...
Va bene, colonnello, grazie per la dritta. Non l'avevo proprio notata questa recinzione. Più che altro da che parte è. Fa troppo ridere che scivola sulla cacca. Qui? No. Qui? O sono scemo io ma non la vedo. Dove c'erano i gabbiani, ma... Ah, quella lì. Quella lì. Ah, ok. Sì, 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 non ci avevo fatto proprio caso, si era mimetizzata perfettamente.
Raiden, SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception. Only a few people know about your presence here. There's no need for concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Quindi abbiamo capito che il colonnello ci ha raccontato tutta una serie di cose assurde, no? Sul fatto che è Solid a capo di tutto questo. C'è da capire se è ancora vivo, se è morto. Ha detto che è morto nell'attacco del tanker, quindi Chi lo sa. Tanto non ci dobbiamo fare scoprire. E soprattutto dobbiamo scaricare i dati su quel computer laggiù.
Colonel, I've located the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I can't get in any closer.
Distract them. Try making some noise to draw their attention away.
How?
Flatten yourself against a wall and hit the punch button.
Oh yeah.
Got it.
Esatto, facciamo così. Easy. Scarichiamo le informazioni. Qua come al solito ci sono le informazioni del caso. E riprendiamo i dati. Okay. È molto importante farlo in ogni piano, chiaramente. Eccoci. In teoria facendo così si dovrebbe evadere dalla... col cazzo. Bene così. Vabbè, nell'armadio, dai. Bello sentire il battito cardiaco di Raiden. Mi ero dimenticato della parte con il tanker quando ti ho chiesto prima perché eri ancora all'inizio. Vabbè, ci sta. Io invece quella me la ricordo abbastanza bene. Faccio un altro easter egg dell'armadio con le signorinelle. Allora, siamo fuori pericolo. Dove dobbiamo andare? Dove c'è il pallino blu, immagino. Come dissi all'inizio della live, io Metal Gear Solid 2 l'ho giocato soltanto una volta e tra le altre cose l'unica volta in cui l'ho giocato avevo la mononucleosi, quindi ero un pochettino rincoglionito. Quindi se ci sono delle cose che mi sfuggono o se vedete un gameplay non all'altezza delle vostre aspettative è per questo motivo. Ma cercherò di portare al meglio questo fantastico titolo. Sì, si può partire direttamente da qua.
That's a cipher, a type of UAV. If it spots you, it will alert enemy personnel. Exercise extreme caution. But you can use chaff to set up an interference field. That'll knock its sensors offline for a while. Try to locate some chaff.
Chaff.
You can also destroy the engine or the camera. Some of the UAVs may be armed. Be careful.
Copy that.
Wait a second. I just intercepted new intelligence on the operation being executed by SEAL Team 10.
Intercepted?
As I said before, they need to be kept in the dark about our presence.
So we just listen in.
I'm patching it through.
This is Alpha Zero. We have the president. Is he safe? He is safe. What about the package? Tell the guys upstairs that we've secured the package. Easy money. Good work. Your retrieval is on the way. Come on home. Roger that. Holy! Alpha Zero, report.
Che è successo?
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Alpha Zero. We're under attack. This is crazy. Is that...
That's going a bit too
Alpha
far.
Zero, respond. All Alpha, respond.
Raiden, the President's life is in danger. Head to Strut B now.
Ok, dobbiamo raggiungere il supporto B. E in tutto questo noi non abbiamo assolutamente nulla. Nessuna granata chaff. Non abbiamo nemmeno un'arma. Quindi è il caso forse di... provare delle armi quantomeno. Vediamo se qua c'è qualcosina. Ok, almeno le ciaffe ce le abbiamo. Perfetto. Aspettate, qua c'è. Ok, proiettili di M9. Adoro queste capriole di Raiden, le adoro. Mi fanno impazzire. Allora, ciaffe. Con questi petali. Non si è mai capito perché. Però ci sta.
Nothing here.
Qui dobbiamo trovare il computer. La granata petalosa. Esatto. E abbiamo una pistola almeno. Qui chiaramente occorre una tessera di livello 3 per poter passare. Metal Gear Solid insegna. Dov'è il nemico? Perché non lo vedo? È un 50 e 50, potrebbe essere a sinistra come potrebbe essere a destra. Sento dei passi a sinistra però. Buttiamoci. Il nemico è a destra, eccoci. Forse vedo la sua ombra. In realtà non lo vedo né a sinistra né a destra. Dove cazzo sta? Ah, eccolo. Proiettili per la Socom. Ti senti perduto senza radar, eh? Ah sì, sul... Il nemico è a destra. Allora, io voglio assolutamente raccogliere quel giornaletto. Cazzo. Ho necessità di trovare quel computer, altro che... E non è di qua che si va, no. Non è proprio qua. Io ho rotto la radio. Non siamo messi benissimo, Ne vado. Sono nella merda. più che altro non capisco dov'è il coso. Non so se l'hai vista. Sì, certo che l'ho visto. Lo voglio. Il problema è che per prenderlo devo fare qualche tipo di capriola strana, tipo questa. No, no, non c'è nessuno. Fanculo. Che figata che hanno sparato al tubo e il tubo si è... e dal tubo è uscito il vapore. Sono molto confuso. Non abbiamo tessere di nessun tipo. Tutte le porte sono chiuse. Non c'è traccia del computer. C'è un interruttore dietro le scatole. Ma è un interruttore? A me sembrava più un detonatore che altro. E l'ho notato, ma... se no sembra proprio un cazzo. E quello laggiù però non c'entra niente. Chiamiamo.
You've acquired some ration. Good. This is a portable field.
Sì, ha belle razioni.
Raiden, didn't you hear what the SEAL said? The president is in trouble. Head for Strut B. Strut B is to the northwest of Strut A. First,
abbiamo sbagliato posto? Boh, a questo punto mi dirigo qui, che è l'unica porta che si può aprire. Che disastro. Ok, struttura A. A, B. Ok, noi dovevamo andare qui, non in F. In B dovevamo andare. Lasciamo il giornaletto a terra. Come cazzo ha fatto a non avermi visto? Ma che sta succedendo? Ancora una stordente qua. In culo. Boh, sì, veramente. Start B. Ah, citazioni. Autocitazionismo continuo, Kojima, Chiedo scusa per questa gaffe di gameplay terribile. Piero Pelù. Esatto. Raiden, non penso che tu sia in grado al momento di poter competere con il vampiro. Slurp. Sono il Conte Dracula.
What are you?
Con i capelli però.
Five today. Or rather, 6.
Il Lamar.
Get down!
Ha un certo fascino, un fascino vampiresco.
Where is he?
È scomparso. Circa.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Vamp,
Yeah, Queen?
are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Hold on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Certo, decisamente Pliskin. Sì, sì.
Are you a Navy SEAL? How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Have I seen you before?
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Foxhound was disbanded. Huh? Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced...
VR, huh?
But realistic in every way.
A virtual grunt of the digital age, that's just great.
That's far more effective than live exercises.
You don't get injured in VR, do you? Every year, a few soldiers die in field exercises.
There's pain sensation in VR, and even a sense of reality and urgency. The only difference is it isn't actually happening.
That's the way they want you to think, to remove you from the fear that goes with battle situations. War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Bellissimo.
So you're saying that VR training is some kind of mind control?
Right. What's going on?
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah. Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too late for that.
E ha anche detto che è della Foxhound.
Take a look.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
You all right?
Give me a few minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I thought.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak? That was Vamp. He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What happened?
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
You mean the incident that made this big shell necessary in the first place?
Right, and he was the one that sank that tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former Soviet military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here? Can't tell me, huh? Fine with me.
I don't smoke.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy. Take this too.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
The BC connecting bridge.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes. Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden? Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
141.80 era la stessa frequenza di Master Miller nel primo Metal Gear Solid, se non vado errato. E la storia si ripete, in un certo senso. Ok ragazzi, noi dobbiamo tra poco salutarci, ma non prima di aver visto una delle cutscene forse più belle del gioco. No, non è vero in realtà, però mi è sempre piaciuta, quindi rechiamoci al ponte.
Jack, it's me.
Everything okay, Rose?
Dimmi,
Don't
Rose.
you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder.
Sì, devo salvare e tra le altre cose tra poco stacco perché sono abbastanza provato. Allora,
Jack, do you remember what day tomorrow is?
That
ancora.
again. I'm sorry, but I still don't have a clue.
That's okay.
What is it, Rose? Talk to me.
I'd rather you figure it out. It's important.
How important?
Important enough? And we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Why not now?
Tomorrow seems more appropriate. I need all the help I can get so that I won't chicken out anyway.
Is that the reason you decided to be part of this mission? Okay, I'm gonna finish this thing by tomorrow no matter what.
You know I'll do everything I can to help you.
Rose, there's something I need you to do as an analyst.
What is it?
It has to do with Solid Snake. The leader of this takeover incident is claiming that he's Snake himself.
The legendary mercenary?
I need as much data on him as possible. Everything they have on him after the Shadow Moses incident.
He's dead now, isn't he?
Yes. Should be a burial record somewhere, too. You should be able to request top-level security clearance from the Colonel. That should get us into the most classified material.
I'm on it. I'll contact you as soon as I find out something.
Perfetto. Allora, rechiamoci al ponte. BC. Ma non prima di aver visto questo. Scherzavo. Allora. A me piace aprirli tutti gli armadietti, trovi delle cose carine. Qua cosa c'è? Ah, ok. Collegamento con la stanza di vampo di prima. Un personaggio stupendo.
What the hell is that?
Come, put me out of my misery.
This is impossible. Nothing will hit her.
Is she the one they call Fortune?
Queen.
Don't let them take the president! Ready grenades! A dud!
Today is another bad day. Is there anyone here that can give me happiness?
Oh, grazie mille. Ted, come stai? Gabbiano bruciato.
I'm so sorry, my beauties. I'll see you again someday.
Che meraviglia, Miss Fortune. E che meraviglia questo gioco. Come stai, bello?
Colonel, SEAL Team 10's Bravo team was wiped out.
I see.
What happened to the cargo choppers?
Both of them are at the bottom of the harbor. Looks like your new hosts have a Harrier too.
A Harrier? What is this?
Calm down. It just means they anticipated the attack.
What?
Besides, since the SEALs drew their fire, your infiltration went off without a hitch. On top of that, we know their defensive capabilities.
Are you saying this was all a feint?
Raiden, get a hold of yourself. The entire mission is in your hands now. Do you understand?
But...
There's no time for questions. They could decide to retaliate for that failed assault.
You mean the hostages?
They could be in danger, yes. But we need to consider the possibility that they'll blow the whole shell. If that toxic spell does take place, it'll devastate not only the harbor, but poison the coastline for generations. Raiden, we've had to adjust the mission objectives. The priority is now on removing those C4s that the terrorists wired over the big shell. The President can wait, but this can't.
Colonel, you know I'm no bomb disposal expert.
That's not a problem. The Bravo team brought an explosives pro in with them. He was supposed to stand by on Strut C according to their mission plan. You should find him there.
Is this according to Simulation 2?
What are you talking about? Get to Strut C and find him.
Understood. But I need to ask you something before I go.
Make it quick.
Who are they? Dead Cell, I mean. They couldn't hit her no matter how hard they tried. And that vampire, too, it's like being in a nightmare you can't wake up from.
Jack, snap out of it.
And you, Rose, I can't believe you're on this mission. I keep thinking I'll wake up.
Raiden, this is real. And that's why you won't wake up.
But nothing seems real.
I've made up my mind to stay with you. Whether this is real or a bad dream, I'll keep watching you till it's over.
Thank you, Rose. And I won't let you be just a dream.
Are you two done? Raiden, you're needed on Strut C.
Raiden crede ancora di essere in una simulazione. Perché non è mai stato sul campo, non è preparato come Snake che ha vissuto Metal Gear e Metal Gear 2. Raiden è un giovane inesperto e ha bisogno di una guida. Pliskin, chi ci crede che quello sia Pliskin e non Snake, dai. Vabbè, chiamiamolo Pliskin. Sarà un suo grande supporto da questo punto di vista, però prima di ogni altra cosa, prima ancora di salvare il presidente degli Stati Uniti, Raiden deve recarsi al supporto C, dove a quanto pare incontrerà un esperto di esplosivi, proprio perché Raiden è inesperto e ha bisogno di una guida. Dove si troverà mai? Cerchiamo. Anche qua c'è la famosa scena del bagno degli uomini. È molto bello poterlo giocare a distanza di tempo. È molto bello poterlo giocare a distanza di tempo in così poco tempo. Metal Gear Solid da Metal Gear Solid 2, perché ci si rende conto delle effettive differenze e anche dei vari rimandi che fa lo stesso Kojima alla sua opera. Con la differenza che Metal Gear Solid 2 è stato sviluppato da un team un po' più ampio e sono state adottate tutta una serie di misure per cui il gioco assume un realismo senza precedenti. Cioè mi sono avvicinato al phone e si è azionato. Cioè è incredibile tutto questo. PS2 ragazzi, 2004 o 2002 addirittura. No, 2001. Cioè roba d'altri tempi veramente. 2004 Metal Gear Solid 3.
Freeze! Don't shoot.
Lui è dei buoni.
You a cop?
I'm not NYPD. I came in with the Bravo team. Who are you with? And what happened to SEAL Team 10?
They're all dead.
All of them? Oh, that's bad.
Did I tell you you could move?
It's all right. He's not one of the bad guys. Don't go pointing that thing everywhere, kid. What's your name?
My name is Peter. Peter Stillman.
Lecturer at Nav Scolio at Indian Head. Also a consultant for the NYPD bomb squad.
A poor old man who got dragged along for this picnic.
I thought you'd retired.
Ciao, caro.
I did. Can't keep up with everybody, as you can see. A famous church got wiped off the map thanks to me, with too many lives inside. All I lost was this leg.
So you're the bomb disposal guy.
L'artificiere.
Kid, this is the bomb disposal guy. Open any explosives disposal textbook and you'll see his name.
Just ancient history now.
Why did they bring you out of retirement then?
Because the terrorist group here includes one of my students, the Emperor of Explosives, Fat Man. He built an atomic bomb when he was only 10. I created him in a sense.
And that's why you're here.
I'm pretty rusty. I was supposed to supervise the bomb disposal. Looks like it was taken care of before I had my turn.
I wouldn't say that. There are at least 2 people here who can claim to be experts at bomb disposal.
Are you two with SEAL Team 10? I didn't see you at the mission briefing.
Oh, we're with another squad. My name is Pliskin, Lieutenant Junior Grade. Honored to meet you, sir.
Mr. Pliskin, do you have any experience with explosives disposal?
Don't worry about me. And he looks young, but he can do it. But we need more manpower.
What's your name?
Raiden.
That's an odd name.
Any other survivors?
There was also an engineer with me.
An engineer?
A skinny guy. He went in with us.
Where is he?
I haven't seen him since that skirmish.
Was he killed?
I don't think so. I didn't find his body.
Che sia
They
Otagon.
told me he was a security systems architect for the big shell.
Why would they take a civilian along?
Everything in this structure is computer controlled. He was supposed to get us past all the security measures.
I never heard anything about that.
He had official orders with him.
We'll leave that for later. Right now, we need to figure out how to deal with all the bombs.
But there's no one left from the SEAL's EOD squad.
Yup, so we have to do it ourselves.
But I've never defused a bomb before. Hold on a sec.
Off to confer with the CO again?
Glad to hear Stillman is safe. Assist him in any way possible to clear the C4 from the structure.
Colonel, you know I've never been trained in bomb disposal.
It's all right. The man you're working with is the best in the field. All you have to do is follow his directions. You will, of course, keep your identity and mission objectives to yourself.
Is it true that an engineer came in with Stillman?
I wasn't informed of that. It's probably something the SEALs decided on their own. There are more important issues at hand, Raiden. The enemy may retaliate for the failed assault. Get those C4s neutralized now.
Colonel, I'm not qualified for bomb disposal.
Jack, it's me.
Rose?
You can do this. Trust me.
You haven't had bomb disposal training per se in VR, but you're more than capable of handling C4.
This is a little different from using C4.
You're up for this. You know that.
How about it, kid? Are the results in yet?
There's no need to think about this so much. You won't actually be dismantling the bomb. That's not for amateurs. What we'll try here instead is a temporary freezing measure. Here, look at this.
Ah, bellissimo.
This is a C4 bomb. It's live. You can see it pulsing. Now you spray this on the sucker and there we go. Simple, huh? The spray freezes the detonator instantly.
How long does the effect last?
There's no way the thing can detonate in this condition. Even if you leave it alone, it'll stay out of commission for at least 24 hours.
That's enough time.
If we had the manpower, I'd recommend complete disposal. But this will have to do. The spray can be used from several yards away. Now check the floor, ceiling, walls, under a table, everywhere. Try to imagine the locations the bomber would choose.
That won't be easy. We don't know a thing about Fat Man.
Is there anything that'll help us locate the bombs?
Here, take this with you. It's what they call an ion mobility spectrometer. It can recognize ionized gas emitted by C4s.
The what?
In other words, that little gadget sniffs out C4's scent.
That's right. I have established a link-up with your radar network, so any scent detected will be represented visually. Have the sensor activated and keep your eye on the radar.
What if he's using some other odorless substance?
I know Fat Man well. I know how into his own aesthetics he is.
Signatures?
Yes. On every bomb he builds, he always leaves a trace of the cologne he uses. The sensor also picks up that particular scent spectrum.
Is that something he learned from you?
No, it was his own quirk. He wouldn't work by any rules except his own, and he followed them like a religion. And common sense wasn't one of his strong points. I thought I taught him everything I knew. I have no children of my own, and I thought I found a son in him. He had the right stuff, you know. There's something very unusual about an ability like that. Even at Indian Head, he got special treatment. I remember some people called him one of the fat cats. Maybe that's what started all this. I didn't teach him the most important thing I had to tell him. There are some things you have to pass on. The trick is to know which one. Right. All I taught him was skills. And now I have to stop him from using it to destroy us all.
Doveva insegnargli anche l'etica.
Let's see how well that sensor works.
All right. I'm activating them. Watch. You see the green stuff on the radar? That's a visual representation of the C4 scent detected by the sensor.
It's a pretty big area, isn't it?
Don't complain. It's better than nothing.
Just activate the sensors and search the area, okay?
All right.
Don't forget that you need the radar to use the system. Log into the node at every strut and turn the radar on.
We have to keep out of the enemy's sight, too.
Because the radar gets knocked offline when we're spotted?
Exactly.
Esatto.
Fat Man would have allotted some C4s here in Strut C as well.
Here?
I know the structure of this facility, and if he wants to take out the plant, where he would target.
Mamma mia.
You know this for sure.
Che brutti ricordi.
I taught him the techniques he uses. His ideas are based on my theories. Demolition is a kind of ideology. It makes no exceptions for time or place. Big Shell consists of 2 hexagons joined end on end, north to south. There should be packets of C4s on each of the vertices, or the struts in this case. You need at least that to take a building of this integrity out.
6 on Shell 1, another 6 on Shell 2. A total of 12 bombs at least.
Considering the shell's architecture and composition from an engineering standpoint, that's my conclusion, and it's exactly what he would have decided as well.
Kid, this place is all yours. I'll take care of Shell 2.
Take this.
Yeah.
What's this?
Security card, issued to Shell personnel. The Big Shell security layout includes varying levels of clearance. The clearance level is identified by the number printed on these doors. Writing, your card key can open doors with security clearance level 1. Pliskin, your card can get you into level 3 areas. You'll need it to get next door to Shell 2.
How did you get this?
That engineer I told you about gave it to me. He was supposed to program a set of all access cards once we were on site. Unfortunately, this card won't get you into every area of this structure.
We'll have to deal with the remaining security lockouts as they come up. Let's get going. You stay here.
No, I'm going.
The 2 of us can handle it, don't worry.
But...
You'll just slow us down with that leg of yours. There's a war going on here. I don't have time to babysit anymore.
Why don't you just let us handle the grunt work? You can tell us what to do over the radio, like in the original mission plan.
All right. I'll give you instructions from here. I may also need to prepare a backup plan just in case.
In case of what?
Good luck to both of you. This is a dangerous one.
Who dares, wins.
If anything comes up, let me know. My frequency is 140.25.
Good luck, kid. I'll see you later. Semper Fi.
Semper Fi.
That man's no SEAL. I don't even think he's a Navy man.
What?
Semper Fi. Marine Corps talk. Normally, team leaders stay in the CP and give orders with those headphones. And as far as I know, SEALs keep their officers away from the field. And Who Dares Wins is a model of the British Special Air Service.
Is he one of the terrorists, then?
No, somehow I don't think so. If there's someone to suspect, I'd put my money on you. Just take care of those bombs for now.
What about you? They could be back in this area soon.
I'll hide out in this pantry for a while. If I lock the door, it should be all right. Plenty of food in here too, so you don't need to worry about me. I'll give you instructions by codec from here. Good luck, kid. Bomb disposal is a face-off with your own mortality. Don't let the fear get to you. When you give in to the fear, the darkness comes.
Bella questa frase. Ok, ragazzi, abbiamo il controllo, però stiamo per salutarci. Ma non prima di aver sparato a questi cocomeri. Questo è il realismo. Ok, volevo chiudere la live in questo modo, quindi salviamo.
Jack, do you need to...
Sì, Rose, che tra le altre cose il colonnello Campbell ti ha detto di chiamarmi Raiden per tutta la missione e continua a chiamarmi Jack, ininterrottamente.
Jack, when you get home, let's have a homecoming party. Just the two of us.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll make dinner.
What?
Oh, what's wrong?
Well, that sounds good, but how about we eat out at that one restaurant instead? You know, the place that we went to recently with the amazing lobster. I really like that place.
Well, yeah, I guess that's okay too. Huh?
Nothing. I just love lobster. Yeah, can't wait. Woohoo!
Well, then I'll make a reservation. Promise me you'll come back safely.
Don't worry.
Ti vuole troppo bene e si dimentica. Ci sta, ci sta. Va bene ragazzi, io invece non mi dimentico del fatto che è mezzanotte, quindi è il momento di salutarci. Quindi ci spostiamo qua. E quindi intanto salutiamo tutti coloro che stanno guardando in differita questo contenuto. Fatemi sapere attraverso un mi piace o non mi piace se questo video appunto ti è piaciuto o meno. E detto questo io non posso fare altro che darvi appuntamento alla prossima. Un salutone.